Hey guys, Sam with Art and Cabinet here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to build a router table with just scraps you have maybe lying around in your shop or in your backyard. Last week we posted a video on how to use a router, pros and cons of a router table or using an actual router itself and running it along the piece of wood. We're going to leave a link in the description of that last video. So again, the benefit of using a router table is its convenience. You're not having to move around this big top heavy router. Your router table is set to your desk, your work area, and you're able to run the piece nice and smoothly through the router bit that you're using. So in front of me I have a bunch of scrap pieces we have in the shop. It's not the same type of wood, it's all different types of species we have in front of us, and it's just to show you that you can use any scraps that you have. So what we're going to do first is we're going to cut out a sheet at 30 by 24. That's 30 wide, 24 deep. Two pieces at 10 inches tall by 24 inches deep. And then we have two pieces at 30 inches wide by 5 inches tall. And then lastly, we have two pieces that are going to be 2 inches tall and 24.5 inches wide. What I have in front of me here is my DeWalt portable table saw. I'll put a link in the description below on where you can find this and the model. This is what we're going to use to cut our scrap pieces. We're cutting the more narrow pieces on the miter saw just because it's safer than using the table saw. We're going to post a video on the do's and don'ts of a table saw really soon as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make some pocket screw holes alongside the top side so we can screw it to the deck. The reason for this is it gives it a more clean surface, nothing for the material itself that you're using to get caught up on or scratch the material for some reason. If you don't have a pocket screw machine, we'll leave a link in the description below on where you can buy one. And if you can't get one for some reason, then you can just screw it in through the top and just make it work with however you can. Now that we have the router table built, we're going to take our tape measure and find the center of the table. Mark your center spot on the router tabletop. After that, remove the plate off of the router. Taking this plate, setting it in the center where you mark your holes. Follow all 4 holes. Then you're going to grab your screws. You see how small they are? So you got to make a hole into the 3/4 thick top plywood. First you start a pre-drill hole just that we know it's centered. Then we take a bigger drill bit, drill that in. Then we'll take the thicker drill bit and then we'll match the size of the head of the screw, leaving only about 1/8 of an inch sticking out. Then we'll take a marker, get the spot exactly so we know we don't go deeper than that. Then you'll take your hole saw kit, get the 1 3/8 hole. Then we're going to mark right there where our mark is. We're going to cut out the hole for the router bit to sit through. Then we'll line up all the holes from the router to the holes that we made on the router tabletop, making sure you get the holes in right. Might be a little tricky, but line up all the holes. Right there you see we're adjusting, trying to get it right. Once it's in, they all screw in easily. And that is how you set the router on. And this is how you build a router table with scrap pieces that you may have just lying around. Shouldn't take you more than an hour, maybe 2, depending on how well you know how to use your tools. If you have any questions, comment below, send us a message, and thanks for watching.